The following is a meditation from Mindfulness and Beyond with Jared Franks and Laura Shaw. And this is really an invitation for you to fall into what's already present and peaceful and alert within you. So you might start with just closing your eyes and relaxing. Notice your breathing.
Notice that when you put your attention on your breathing, it changes a little bit. And that can be a really beautiful signal that you can just start to let everything go that brought you here to this moment and actually fall into this moment so deeply, falling into yourself in this moment.
And you might notice this feels very familiar, very natural. Just fall into what you are already.
In the same way that you don't need to do anything for gravity to hold you down onto your chair. And you can now notice that gravity is holding your chair to the ground. And that even if you don't notice, still this gravity is pulling you down. And in the same way, there's an internal gravity that actually pulls your attention just simply into this moment, deeper and deeper. And so you can just let it happen now, quite naturally, as you let everything go. Quite naturally, this internal gravity pulls you down and in.
And it can feel so beautiful to do this. This deep, peaceful sense of just relaxing so fully into what's here, just into your own self.
We all know what it's like to do or to try to be. And now we can discover what it's like to simply be just as you are. And at first, that can feel a little strange sometimes. And then it becomes so familiar, this recognition that I already am. And so, in order to be, there's nothing to do. And I don't know what it would feel like for you to just simply be as you are in this moment, just as you are.
So there's absolutely nothing to resolve or fix or change. Just simply letting yourself rest fully into this moment as it is.
And sometimes we overlook some very fine, subtle qualities of the self because we're so busy and because we're moving and thinking and feeling. But now that your attention has dropped inwards, you can start to notice some finer qualities of your essential self, your natural self. Qualities like peace. In this moment, can you notice a deep peace that's already here? and qualities like emptiness. And I don't know what emptiness feels like for you, but in this moment, you can just check and see if you can sense an essential quality of emptiness. It's already here.
And you're not imagining this. There's nothing needed to imagine. Just simply falling into what's silent and alert and already peaceful.
Notice how there's no bottom to this. There's no bottom to you. How there's no borders, there's no edge. That you can drop your attention inside and it can drop and drop and drop. That the silence and the peace and the emptiness has no end. It simply is as it is.
And you can just let yourself fall back and be bathed by this silence, by this bottomless spaciousness.
And I wonder what it would be like if you could recognize this emptiness, this bottomless spaciousness, when you at some point find yourself in an appearance of a world, in the appearance of a universe, in the appearance of your body, and in the appearance of a relationship. What would it be like to recognize this deep emptiness and deep peace and the deep surrender to this moment where nothing is needed?
And you might be able to notice right now, where do you need to look to find this? Is it outside of yourself? Is there something you needed to do?
Can you find this peace and this presence in a thought, in a concept, in an idea?
Is there anything that can take this deep peace away?
So when storms come through, does the silence and the peace go away? Or do you put your attention on the storm? And what would happen if you put your attention on the space, on the emptiness, on the peace, even as a storm came through? What could change?
So beautiful.
So now we can start to come back up. And again, as you come back up, it's not that the silence or the peace disappears, you can actually bring it with you. What if you brought this depth of unknown, empty, silent peace as you come back up to the surface and you bring it with you?
And even if you let yourself play a little, let yourself conjure up a thought or an image. And then just notice if that peace, if that silence went anywhere.